What's up, guys? Check it out. Okay, so I just entered a swing on SPY, and I did a couple of day trades on SPY. I'm still in one, but this video isn't going to be live trading. I mean, unless we get a killer momentum push to the downside, then you may see me exit. But I took a pretty significant loss yesterday on Meta. It's negative 431.89 right here. And kind of want to talk about that, and I think there's some to learn. Obviously, I didn't stick to my risk parameters and my trade plan, and I'm the kind of person lately keeping every trade under high scrutiny. So let's get to it. It's going to be try to go over some good technical analysis that I missed on Meta. So let's go to Meta. So yesterday we was in this range right here on the daily chart. Now you can't really tell, but what I really want to show is this 1 hour chart. So my buddy has this strategy. I don't really subscribe to it just yet. I see what he's talking about and how he looks at it, but he kind of uses the higher time frames. He calls it a 2 try or a 3 try, and it's basically the same thing as when it. So markets move in ranges. So you got a range, you got a range, you got a range. And once it breaks out the range, it's going to go test the next range. Support and resistance, it builds support and resistance all through. And if it breaks down a range, it goes test the next range. Ranges are magnets. So kind of with that in line, or in mind. What I missed yesterday on this 1 hour chart and probably the 30-minute. Yeah, so let's go to this 1 hour chart. But see, this is where I missed it yesterday. So over here on this date, last Wednesday, it nails this this level, fails it, pulls back, healthy pullback, finds some support, goes back up again, almost like a fake out breakout, fails it. This after hours pre-market fails it. Didn't quite get there during the day session of this day. Now this day, I think it was a news day. It did pop up, never really tested it and held. And then it just fails it again, fails it. Anyway, you kind of get the picture. Multiple tests of this level and it failed. So yesterday, I'll show you. So right here, I'm kind of using this level as support in my entries. Actually, I got in a couple right here. I could have had a very nice scalp right here. And I ended up adding right here and popping, which I should have took it. And then I added one last time because my risk was in between here. And it looked like it was holding and it came up, which this is when I should have completely bailed on the trade. And it would have been really healthy. So how my risk works, this candle pushed, but this candle opened a little bit above the close of this candle and never even got to the low of this candle and started pushing. So I'm like, okay, the trade is still valid for me as far as how I run my risk. Man, but once I should have pulled back the charts right here. And I would have seen clearly that this was the level that failed, and I should have bailed out, but I didn't really thoroughly go through the charts like I should have. So my bad on that. And so definitely when it fell, where am I at? This is today. So definitely when it failed and it couldn't bust through right here, I should have been out. Completely out. And yeah, I took a $400 unnecessary loss on that. So I just want to kind of talk about that. These higher time frames, man. So on these charts, I got to where the grid and the after I got these after hour sessions off, so you could see the market structure really good. So right now I'm kind of using this 30-minute time frame on SPY for this day trade I'm in to get to right here to test this next level of. Right now that's 15 minutes. Sorry, to test this next level of support, and if that breaks, it'll be right here. But then you got this 9 EMA that it hasn't tested in a while as well. So I'm kind of been using that as a gauge to kind of see what's going on. Which I may be selling here shortly because we'll see. SPY's not wanting to kick the bucket and let go of the ghost, but we'll see. But yeah, these higher time frames with the session data off, but now still got where you can see the after hours candles, because there's a way to do that on Thinkorswim. You can keep the pre-market after hour action, but you can get rid of those highlighted areas, and you can really see the ranges, right? You can range builds a range. So if it can't break down, it'll go test the top of this range right here. It's on 1, 2, 3. It's on failed this twice. Yeah, it made a new high yesterday. It gapped, but it didn't gap and go. So kind of why I'm shorting today. So theoretically, it should test the top of this next range now, but now you're gonna have all kind of other noise in between. So, but that is a general principle of the markets. Now, I say that because things change and news happens, catalyst happens, short squeezes happens, bull traps happens. So yeah, just something to kind of keep in mind when you're looking at these charts. Look at ranges and kind of look at how they react with each other. And yeah, and anyway, hope you learned something from this short video. Let me know your thoughts as far as how you look at the markets. Is it helpful? I kind of wanted to go over one last thing I want to go over is this order book on Interactive Brokers. So this is what they call a level 3. And I subscribe for NASDAQ Total View. It's a subscription within Interactive Brokers. And you can actually go to the order book and click on these, and it asks if you want to subscribe from here, and that's kind of how I did it. So I don't have these other NYC Open Book, ARCA Book, and I can see how the orders here, and there's a lot of sell orders. You can see this ass starting to push down on this price. Now it's not foolproof, and it's a lot of stuff to watch and still pay attention to what the candles are doing. But I'm going to get used to that, and then hopefully I can connect this to book maps and kind of get that heat map with this data in there and kind of see the main levels and kind of try to get an idea of what the hogs are doing. You know, when in Rome, do as the Romans do type of thing, you know. So anyway, a lot of changes kind of going on with my trading, and let's see, where am I at? Yep. This green line is my average price for those of you who are new to my channel. And when you're looking at my options trade or my live day trades, this green line is my average price. This right here, I just got a December 12th short going on SPY. I mean, so I'll kind of explain why I'm short already. But anyways, if you dig it, like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't, comment, let me know your thoughts. Yeah, just remember ranges, magnets. If they can't break out, they'll break down, and a lot of times it's just back and forth testing them until they break out or break down, right? That's kind of where you get the higher highs and the higher lows, and lower highs and lower lower lows, which are all signals of strength and weaknesses. So that's kind of what the market's doing. It's testing strength, weakness, weakness. Is it so extended that it needs to find support? Is it so weak that it needs to find some resistance and prove that it's weak? Kind of that sort of thing. So anyway, I'm gonna finish this trade out. If we pop harder here in a second, I may just sell it. I'm already locked in one contract today. So anyways, I'll update you guys. So I work at a plant, and we're going on a 2-week outage. So I'll be on nights for the next 2 weeks. So this will probably be the last video for at least a couple weeks, or maybe even till January. So hopefully I can update y'all, at least give y'all an update on this swing. Just kind of keep a lookout in the community section. I post pretty often there, especially when I post a new video. So I posted a couple of live trades this week. Go check it out. Anyways, thank you.